Hello and welcome to the V4 quick startup video. The intention of this video is to get you up and running as quickly as possible and show you how to operate the new version 4. First of all, when you switch on Hippotizer V4, it automatically launches Hippo Launcher, which you can also find on the desktop. So I'm going to launch it manually, so in case you need to exit it, you can always start this up again. You're greeted by EULA, recommend don't show this again and accept it. This dialog, if you're connected to the internet, you can put your names and email address in there as to register for, and then you get added to our support database, so please do that. This is the Hippo Launcher screen, so obviously on the top you can start the Hippotizer, and below you've got some valuables, tools and utilities. Probably the most valuable one right now is the quick start guide in written form. I recommend that you read through this and maybe print it off and have it handy next to you, as it goes into greater detail on the navigation of the windows and how to use the different options in the software. But let's just plow straight in and start the Hippotizer. This is the new layout of the Hippotizer V4 user interface. You can see on the top the different options and areas most commonly used. Down here you've got a pin grid where you can customize the user interface for what you need. So by default, the new output manager generates an output and maps it into two-layer mode. But let's check that. Click on Outputs. On the left hand side you see a selection of all the units available on the network. Select the top one, which would be your local machine. In the main dialog, you can see on the left hand side all the mixes that are active. On the right hand side you see all the outputs. In the middle you see all the active patches. Just click Configure. This will now stop all outputs, so click OK and view a grid on your connected monitor output. Now you can add new mixes, you can remove mixes. If there's more outputs, you can patch, you can select a patch and unpatch it, and when you have got a mix and an output selected and they're green, you can patch it. What you can also do now is select a viewport, and it highlights it down here. You can only sample a portion of a screen to go to an output. Double click to reset. You can set the resolution of any mix as well as the layer mode. On the output viewport side, again, you've got the similar functionality. You can output only to a portion of your screen or the full screen. So let's stick with the default settings, hit Apply Config. It's now starting up the engine, and when it turns white, it's ready to use. Go back to the main menu and enter mixes. By default, you will see your own engine selected with, in this case, a 4-layer mode active. Click on the different layers, mix them, change all the media playback options, play forwards, backwards, set your in-ear outputs, your speed, geometry, very similar to V3, or play with the effects. In the media selector, you select your bank and your media. Double click resets any of the areas. So this is basically it. This is how you get started and how to configure your default outputs and then play with mixes. I hope you enjoy your V4. Till next time.